Aquarius, welcome to your new moon in Virgo reading along with the September reading, this month's energy. It's a doozy. We'll get to it because Aquarius, you got Pluto coming your way. So I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. However, let's take a sneak peek at what we got going on here for you, the energies. But for starter energies, just baseline external environmental energies. You're coming into a close of a contract. So a contract is ending for you. And this is going to open up a new door. You got the key. The key's there. It's around your neck. It's the garden of the gate, the garden in the gate. You can see here the keys on around her neck. She's not locked out of the abundance and the beautiful timeline she'd like to connect to. So that's you. And crossing all that is a man holding a heart. So there might be some love involved in this story. Let's get a little deeper and see. But first, I just want to invite in all the angels and guides, the external energies, to come in and to be of service as I pull on the energy and give Aquarius their reading for this month and what they can expect and how they can move forward, and also be there for them as they can take what resonates and and leave what doesn't, and know the difference between the two. Okay, so new moon in Virgo, and then we got Uranus going retro, and we got Pluto, who's been retro in Capricorn and is about going to go direct soon. And when it goes direct, it's headed your way to Aquarius. And it's a new age. It's not going back in Capricorn for hundreds of years, okay? So on top of that, we got Mars in Cancer. So we got Mars, the teacher planet, coming in to teach us a lesson. And luckily, this one isn't as hard as usually Mars in Cancer would be. It's a little easier to take. It's going to be just like kind of a last look at something, at these contracts. One last look. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I'm done with that. So we can seal them off and we can get to our garden, behind the gate, to our new timeline. Also got Mercury in Virgo, and then sandwiching all this, or at the end, we got a sandwich, an eclipse sandwich. We got a lunar eclipse in September and then a solar eclipse in October. So just tons and tons of magical celestial energy that's just helping us and shifting us and moving us. Okay, so we're going to set these aside right now as the environmental energy, and we're going to go a layer deeper for you, okay, Aquarius, and we're going to see what a layer deeper means for you. So okay, and there we go to start us off. They just love to fall on the floor. It just makes a much greater impact, right? We got the third chakra. We can't get rid of this card. I think this card has come out in, I want to say all but one or two of the readings so far. And I'm almost to the end. So third chakra, what this card is saying, we are all letting go of an identity that we created. The solar plexus it creates an identity. It puts on a mask. It's who we identify with, right? So we're moving into I am powerful. I am magical. I am part of God's source. I am one, right, with the universe, okay? We're coming into that knowing. And so in order to do that, we have to let go of the masks in the solar plexus. So I am a baseball player. I am a teacher. I am a ballerina. Okay, so whatever masks you wore and how when you played so small, we're letting go of that. Those are those contracts. We're letting go of them. And so we've made contracts with people. Hey, I'm going to be a baseball player with you, okay? Okay, we're going to, because this is going to give me tools in my toolkit along my way. So you and I are going to do this together, okay? Those are those contracts, but you're closing up those contracts, okay? So that's your center energy. Let's go ahead and get the book energy of that solar plexus. So what else do they want to say? Okay, well, angel of strength. So you've got the strength now. You're ready. You're ready to do that. And the second chakra, this has been coming out a lot too. So this is the relationships part of it. So this is the identity part of it. This is the relationships. This is the contracts we've made with husbands and wives and family, and a lot of those are coming to a close. Not all. Some of them, you're taking them on with you to the next timeline. You're creating I wouldn't call them contracts anymore. They're coming from the heart. They're not contracts from karmic anymore. They're not from the lower chakras. They're not from the solar plexus. They're not from the sacral chakra. They're from the heart chakra. So those that are going with you are in your heart. Okay, those who were just kind of karmic lessons or to play out a mask, you're letting go of. So you have the strength to let go of those. We didn't have the strength a while ago. We needed them. We identified with them. We would have lost our identity. So and then crossing all that's a thinking man. These are the thinking woman and the thinking man are another cards that keep coming up. So a lot of us are getting in our head about this, like trying to understand it. You don't need to understand it. I mean, just take it. That's happening, and just move with it. The energy's going to move you. You don't need to know all the how, when, where, why, what. You don't need to know all that. Okay, that's the message there for that. Okay, that feels straightforward, to the point. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the Mythic Tarot. They're not so straightforward. They like to tell a story. So let's get into some stories. Like, what are we moving into? They're ready. They're letting go of contracts. They're ready to shift to a new timeline. So we're all shifting to Aquarius timeline. So let's find out more from Aquarius. Like, what can you tell us? I want to know more, because I'm shifting with you. Ooh, this card really wanted to come out. We're going to keep it out. King of Swords. Oh, wow, did this come with a message? Not everything can go with you. The King of Swords, he sits there all-knowing with that sword, and he's ready. He wields it. If it needs wielded, he wields it. So be prepared and just be in your all-knowing. There's going to be some energies that cannot go with you. That came out. That popped out before I could even do the cut. And here's a very specific cut. So here we go. 3 of Swords. Ooh, pain. So you're getting a little guidance before we get to where we're going. It's gonna feel painful. So this retrograde energy, it feels painful as it comes back or as you cut something. It's not always a person. Sometimes it's a thing. Let go of things, okay? Have nothing. Be attached to nothing, and then you're fine. Be attached to no one. Be attached to nothing. I'm just going. Be a free spirit. Here I go, and whatever comes with me, wonderful. If you can do that, off you go. Okay, it's the resistance. It's resisting. No, that has to come with me. Then you either take on the savior complex and you start to try to save them and change them and this and that, or you take on the judgmental complex. I'm going to judge you or this or that, or both. So there is no advantage to forcing someone or something to come with you. Just let it all go. Okay, so I'm keeping the King of Swords out. That was just the 3 of Swords was our external energy. So just telling you there's going to be some pain in this message. It's not all, in everything, there's always balance. So there's always a shadow side and there's always a positive side. So the shadow side is there's a little bit of pain. You got to let go of some people and some things. Okay, we got that. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is my soulmate. You have soul family. Don't worry about it. You've got people coming with you. You've got energy coming with you. That is 6 of Cups. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. Again, you didn't make a contract with them. You didn't need a contract. It's heart energy. The frequency matches. So when your frequency matches, they just come with you. Okay, so, and it's cups. It's Aquarius. You're Aquarius. So you're water. Water takes form, whatever it's in. So, okay, that card is saying, I'm out. 9 of Swords. So this came out in another reading when I used the Mythic Tarot, and this one really screams that he's kind of fighting his angels and guides and seeing them a little bit like demons. Like the swords don't fight the hurt. I wish I could remember the other reading. There was two of them actually, two of angles. So whenever I do the zodiac fly through, you don't just resonate with one. You know, I know Aquarius. Okay, you were born, and so in that time, so you resonate as an Aquarius, but you resonate with at least 8 others. 9 out of the 12. We're all one. We're all in the same room. It's just divided in 12, and we're coming from the Aquarius angle. So from the Aquarius angle, you are letting go of energy that's not serving you so that you can shift to this new timeline, okay? In this energy. And you got people coming with you. And so you've got angels and guides who are helping you, and you don't need to see what they might give you something that feels painful because it moves and shifts you. We don't move and shift if we're not in pain. If everything's blissful, we just stay, right? So you need pain. You need things that fall down, tear down, so that you go, okay, I'll go this way. That's over, you know? So if you just believe everything that happens to serve you, you won't see your angels and guides like this. You will see them as angels and guides. He's in Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is demons. So don't see them that way, okay? Let's see what's bookending the Nine of Swords. Okay, whoa. I always have to fall on the ground. The Hierophant. Okay, so you got spiritual leaders. The Hierophant is your spiritual guru. Again, your angels and guides are there to lead and guide you. They're going to show you the way. Don't see them like that. Know they're there to be there for you. Oh, wow, and you get another 6. You're crossing 6, 6. So what I love about this, the 6 of Cups is soul to soul energy. The 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. So see how he holds that in the pyramid of equal. It's either got a scale or it's equal. It's always, everything's fair. So don't think things are there to hurt you or to harm you or unfair. Your message is really, really clear with this 6, 6. You almost don't even need these. Your message is right here in the 6, 6. You got soulmates going with you. Everything's equal give and take. Everything's going to be fair, good, because energy's balancing out with this eclipse, right? You start with the lunar, and then you go to a solar. The sun and the moon are that polarized energy, right? The masculine and feminine energy. The moon is the feminine energy, and the sun is the masculine energy. So we're balancing everything out this month, and it's all going to be equal, and it's all going to be on frequency. So the right frequencies are going to go together, okay? And the people who don't go with you, they're in the right place too. They're where they want to be. They're where they resonate the most, okay? So most will meet you there at some point, you know? And it's not that they go anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere. It's all consciousness. It's all just where your brainwave is, where your consciousness is, okay? So it's just a frequency that you're connected to. And when you fight that frequency, you drop in frequency, and then it doesn't feel good. It feels painful. Okay, so instead, allow the shift and the change, and be the King of Swords. That one was real specific to this message. Okay, all right. I'm gonna clear that energy, and all right, I'm gonna do it. This deck has become almost like a new favorite. I brought it in at Scorpio, and it has come into every reading since. And I'm bringing it in again. It's called the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and it is a new deck. And I brought it on live for the first time. I usually just use it myself for a while before I do it for anyone else. And I did it for Scorpio. I felt very, very guided, and it's brought in some very specific messages, and I'm feeling guided again. So here we are. So let's see. Oh, and this came out in another reading, so you're connected to that reading. It's the one about wandering between realms, a timeline. Oh gosh, dang. I want to say this is Sagittarius, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 95. So, anyways, we have straddling worlds. So, this card is about frequency. When you are going between two frequencies, you're supposed to go to this frequency, but when you're trying to stay back with others at a different frequency, you straddle worlds and you wander between realms. So it feels confusing. It gives you a little anxiety. It feels like one minute you're here and life is blissful because you're in this higher frequency. And it's like, oh, yes, here it is. And then an hour or two later, you are back down going, oh, this is painful. Oh, these people aren't going with me. Now, if you just allow that and just keep connecting to your angels and guides and say, what can you do? What can I do? How can I love that person unconditionally, non-judgmental, just be authentic and be my real self? Then you would straddle the two worlds. You just go to your frequency, okay? So let's just leave that energy there. That's the baseline energy for you. And let's go ahead and see what message comes out and how many cards I feel pulled. Okay, 2. There we go. 2 and a crossing card. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that card there. Joyful Muse, inspiration. What a fun card, huh? Oh, I almost gave you a visual of, and there's another card I'm stepping on, just an FYI, so I don't surprise you. I'll just bring them both out. Mini masks, the authentic self. And I just said authenticity, moving into your authentic self, okay? This is a 33 card, which that's a really important number. I had this visual when I was talking about frequencies, but I didn't want to confuse you at the time with this visual. But what was coming in as a visual, it needs to kind of come in because of this card here with the instrument on it, was a piano. It's kind of like how you need all the piano keys, right? The frequency of the high notes and the low notes, and they all come together and make beautiful music, an orchestra, right? When you have the leader of an orchestra. But usually when you have an orchestra, you don't have them all scattered, right? They have them together according to their instruments and the notes that they play, right? So that's kind of what's happening right now. The world, you hear it as we're shifting to 5D, new earth, bringing heaven on earth. Well, heaven on earth is when an orchestra is all balanced and you have all the frequencies in the right place and they play at the right time, and you have a leader who's like telling whose turn it is, okay? So that's the energy I'm feeling right now with this card, Joyful Muse, inspiration. Be your puzzle piece is what I just heard. So that's the authenticity, which is being read with this mini masks, the authentic self. Be you. Don't have mini masks. So you see, it's the authentic self is here, and you just have in the gray these different masks. Let go of all the masks. Just be your authentic self. Be your puzzle piece. Don't say, oh, why am I not with, that group? Just be with your frequency and you will be part of the orchestra. You won't be out of tune. You won't be out of place. You have a puzzle piece, and this whole lifetime, you've been carving out your specific piece that's going to make the whole puzzle of humanity. And so you just want to step into being your authentic self. Now I'm going to see what's crossing this whole thing. Oh, and this one came out in another reading too. Eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. And this was really specific in that reading. This was talking about connecting to your higher self, like closing the physical eyes and allowing the spiritual eye to come in and guide. And you can see that eye, how intense that eye is. It's magnified, right? So rising above the phrase. So like that's I'm feeling guided to go to a message on this, and this is just a crossing card. So, but it's crossing this straddling world, so it feels like there's a message in it. So bear with me here. Protection, inherent trust, rising above. That's what it is. It's kind of a similar message. It's like trust in your knowing, trust in your higher self. It's back to that same message. Like if you're doing that King of Swords thing, right? You're having to move on, not be somebody's savior, not give them advice, just allow them their frequency, allow them to sit with their part of the orchestra. Then trust in that. Just trust in your higher self. Your higher self is guiding you. It's not guiding the other people, okay? It's guiding you. Eyes of the Eagle is an invitation to witness the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, yet react to nothing. Oh, that's beautiful. Act only to further your noblest calling, which is your authentic self, okay? The eagle flies above all creatures. When it meets obstacles, it simply rises above them. I like that. All right, you know what? It feels like a great place to end. I like that. And if you received anything from this message, please leave me a comment and let me know what below. If you liked this message, please leave a like so others can find it in Aquarius, because this message will help them too. And share if you feel obliged. And definitely subscribe if you'd like to get the messages that come through for you during these eclipse seasons, because I will be coming back for during the eclipse and any other time I feel guided, okay? All right, Aquarius, here we come into your area. Let's make an orchestra. Ciao.